Hello everyone, this is Andrew Prokowski checking in again from the fish room. Welcome back. I know it's been a little bit of time, but I have to say I've been super busy with work, but after what basically amounted to an unannounced test that was going to take place at some point in a 2-month span, we completed it and now we're good until next year. So should be back with a better frequency if the video is going forward. Like I said, just been super busy with work. Today's video is going to be about the contents of these two breather bags right here. This is one of the egg-laying species of Goodeid. This is Crenichthys baileyi moapae. And I'm so pumped. Alright, let's get going with acclimating. Alright, and best practice when it comes to using the breather bags, when you're going to be acclimating the fish to your setups, you should remove them and let them drip acclimate to your water in a bucket. If you leave them in the breather bags and try to float them, then you're just going to end up suffocating the fish. But anyway, here they are. They look great. I'm so happy. Nice and active fish. Can't wait to add this pair to my lone alpha male. We'll see how they all do. Let's get this process moving forward. Here's my drip acclimation setup. You can see it's just a piece of Airline tubing that I put a valve on so I can control the flow. So it's one of these things you just, a little adjustment. The water itself, you can see, dripping out. A nice slow acclimation, and these fish are doing pretty well so far. So normally I let this happen for about an hour or two. Like to have at least half the water to be from the tank, half to be their the water they came in, before I actually do add them back into the tank, or add them into the tank. Right here, this is my alpha male, if I can get him in focus. It's a beautiful little fish. I will say he's also not alone in here. I have a number of Ataeniobius toweri fry. And you can see there's one hanging out right there, up in the front. And the reason for that is the Ataeniobius toweri is one of the 2 species of Goodeid that I actually heat in here in the fish room, the other one being Crenichthys baileyi. So for a while just had the single male baileyi in here. Here he is. Let's see if we can get him in focus. Nice. Please. Oh, it's a beautiful fish, I promise. It's just a little bit difficult to keep in focus. The Crenichthys baileyi male here, I had received him from the North American Goodeid Working Group auction that was at the ALA convention this past May. I was disappointed to find out that it was 2 males. That male actually ended up being the dominant one and eventually outcompeted the other. You can see a bunch of the toweri fry just hanging out. I love it, love it. So much life. Beautiful. Alright, let's continue with the acclimation. Alright, now I have the new pair. They're sitting in a net inside the aquarium. I scooped them directly out of that bucket. I don't necessarily want to transfer any of the water that they came in to this tank since it is established. So just letting them de-stress a little bit, get used to the water parameters before they have to encounter any of the fish that have been living in here. So I am super pumped. I love these guys. Beautiful, beautiful. And they're free. Excellent. Alright, now They've been in the tank for a little while. They seem to be doing pretty well. Here's the two males. They've been sparring a little bit. So the males are pretty territorial. Baileyi, also known as the White River Springfish, is actually from Nevada. So the other egg-laying Goodeid genus, Empetrichthys, also in that same location, whereas all the live bearers are actually from more like central Mexico. Let's get them in focus. I really love the black margins on the fins on the Baileyi. It really is a beautiful fish. So I am so happy. Yay! I just get you in focus. Beautiful, beautiful. Interesting thing about these guys, these fish actually do not have pelvic fins. Sorry, I was getting distracted by them. There's the female, the young female coming down too. So when you look at them, you'll see there is actually no pelvic girdle. It just goes right into the anal fin with that lower black margin. There's the young female. If I can get her in focus, there we go. Incredible little fish. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A quick unboxing and showing the process for acclimation for really any fish when you are using those breather bags, but especially because I got a chance to talk about Crenichthys baileyi. The White River Springfish, most of the subspecies are actually considered endangered and are federally protected. The Moapa is the only one that you can legally own in the US, just so everyone is aware. My young female is starting to venture out. She's in the middle. I'm sorry this video wasn't more aesthetically pleasing. I do grow a lot of guppy grass. I think it's great for the fish. And really the main goal is the overall health of these creatures. While I appreciate when they look nice, that isn't necessarily what I'm going for all the time. But I'm just happy to be able to share these guys with you. I hope you like them. If you are able to locate the species, there's the female, she's towards the back. If you are able to locate the species, yeah, beautiful, beautiful little fish. I hope you are able to keep them, and I definitely encourage breeding with any of these aquarium fish that are considered endangered or rare or even threatened. We should do what we can to make sure that they don't end up in our tanks as a dead end. I think it's a shame if for so many of the species that are wild collected and then kept that people have no intentions of breeding. It just means all that stock has to come from somewhere, and it's pretty difficult. It's pretty difficult to find enough out in the wild to sustain the aquarium hobby, let alone deal with the other pressures that are on these creatures. So if you guys like what I'm doing, I hope you hit like and subscribe. I'll be sure to post more updates in the future.